What is up, everybody? It is your girl. You already know what's good, and I'm back with another video. This one, I wanted to be a little bit different and talk about life and what it's like getting your sparkle back. I know there's already probably billions of other ones like this before, but this one I wanted to make for myself, for my future self to look back on and remember that this is important. I went home for the holiday season, and to sum it up, it was kind of eye-opening. It made me look back on my life before now. Looking back on my life, it was really dull. There was no color. It was always wake up, work, go home, sleep, repeat. And I convinced myself that I never had time for anything else. Never had time for my family, never time for myself, never time for my now ex-boyfriend. And that's something I really didn't like. It made me feel very stressful. I always felt like I needed to do something. Sitting around and doing nothing was not an option. And it made me realize that, why can't I sit around? Why can't I do nothing for a day? Out of the 6 days that I work in a week, why can't I just sit down and do nothing? My life was a functional life, but I was never really living it. It made me come to a self-diagnosis of some form of high-functioning depression. When I looked up the definition of high-functioning depression, it's a term used to describe someone who, despite having the symptoms of a depressive disorder, can function well in various aspects of life, such as life, work, home, and relationships. And looking at this definition, it kind of stays true to who I was as a person. There would be times that I would forget to shower for days. It made me feel gross. It made me feel like not myself. Didn't make me happy. I would pull myself together sometimes, but it would just be right back down that rabbit hole. A whole Alice in Wonderland situation. And it made me realize that I would always put others first before myself. Well-being, mental, anything. It was always others and then myself. Being back at home gave me a key to where I want to see myself going in the future. It made me think about, if I stayed this way, where I was going to be in the future. And I didn't really like what I saw, and I wanted to change it. In a way of trying to get my sparkle back, of course you're gonna have to do New Year's resolutions, but it's not gonna be resolutions. It's more so keeping a promise to myself. I don't like to break promises, so why not make a promise to myself? The first thing I want to promise myself is to be more open. And when I say be more open, I mean being more open with my feelings and communicating them. I am a very independent, self-internalized person, and I don't really like to show other parts of myself very openly. I am obviously a bigger girl. I've always been a bigger girl, tall, wide, whatever you want to think. And people often would tell me, honestly, before I met you, I thought you were a fucking bitch, or you just seemed really scary. And it made me realize that I never really showed my true emotions, because if I end up being upset, I don't want people to be scared of me because I'm upset. I just want people to see me as who I am. Another thing I want to be more open about is going out of my comfort zone. I tend to keep to myself, and I tend to do things by myself and be comfortable with where I'm at. But I think to understand yourself, you really do have to put yourself in an uncomfortable position to grow. And I want to go out more. I want to hang out with friends. I want to go to brunches, to the club. Maybe that's a little bit pushing it too far. I'm not sure yet. Is we still in COVID-19? You feel me? I don't even know. Another promise I want to set myself is setting boundaries. I can't allow my boundaries to be crossed because it's not fair to myself. If I let one person cross it, then a lot of people are going to cross it at the same time. And it breaks down the foundation of taking care of myself. Another promise that I think everybody should take part of is being selfish every once in a while. And when I say being selfish, it's not like, oh no, I don't want to do this because I just don't feel like it. It can be that sometimes, but when I mean being selfish, I mean I have to remember that I'm not doing it for my present self, the person who's living right now. I'm doing it for my future self. The last thing I want to set for myself is allowing myself time to be by myself and also be with others. I need to remember that things happen for a reason and I should just let it happen. I shouldn't try to control everything because I do have a tendency of wanting to do that, but I have to remember that everybody's on a different path and every road is different. The crossroads that I have is a different crossroad that you have. I also need to give myself time to focus on who I am to allow me to be a better person, but at the same time allow others to keep me grounded and positively impact my future. I want to have a bright future and I want to have people to also be there with me. There's times where I do need to be by myself, but there's times where I would like to have some company. But right now, it's half and half. I do need to learn how to do things by myself, but I also would love to have the support. And that's when it comes to being selfish, realizing that, hey, can I please be by myself? Or, hey, do you want to come with me and do this? I don't really want to do this by myself. Having those selfish moments and realizing that this is something I want, something that I need. If you take something from this video, the main thing I want you to take is that everybody deserves to have a shining future. You just need to be open to having it. I am going to end the video here because it is very late this Sunday night. Well, it's not late, but I need to put this video up ASAP. And it's a full moon, so I want to do some manifesting tonight. So on that note, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this kind of different video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Also hit that subscribe button because I am going to be trying to post every week. I do have a bunch of videos that I have planned. So if you want to stay on top of that, then I think you should subscribe and also hit that notification button so that you can stay in the loop. Or if you want, you can also follow me on my Instagram. I have been posting a lot lately. So I've been keeping up with her. That's for dang sure. But I hope you have an amazing night, day, week, or whenever the fuck time you guys are watching this. And I'll see you guys when? With a new motherfucking video, bitch. But yeah, I hope you guys had an amazing holiday. I know college is starting up for a whole bunch of you. I am praying. Well, I don't pray, but I will be thinking of you. And I hope you guys have an amazing spring semester. Those who are still in regular school, not college, I hope you guys have an amazing day with your family. And also hit them books, baby, because you almost out of there. I'll see you guys later. Bye.